Alright, so this is an in-the-field review of the Blackstone Adventure Ready Griddle. This is part griddle, part stove. Buddy of mine bought one. He really liked it. He had the larger cast iron Blackstone before. So overall I like it, but it has a few little things that I did not like. This is made out of aluminum with a ceramic coating. That was originally what kept me from even looking at it. My buddy said that he liked his. That's over at the Crayon Brotherhood. He runs his own YouTube channel. It is as far as I can tell, is a Walmart only item and runs between $120 and $140. I forget exactly what I paid for mine. This is night 4 of using it. First trip with it. Number 1, it's heavy. 2, it's a little more bulky than everything else. But it kind of has to be with this griddle in place and this aluminum griddle that I was worried about before. I'm not so much worried about now. It's definitely the best part of this griddle, or best part of this stove, is the cast iron griddle. You can see a little wear mark right there from transport, and I'll show you. It was being transported in a 95 YJ. Where we're camping is next to a road, highway. Anyway, it's being transported in a 95 YJ, so it definitely got beat up a little bit. Probably put a few years of wear on this thing in a few days. Big time like the griddle. This burner over here works half decent. I like having the built-in igniter, even though it takes some finagling to get this one to light off. The burner underneath the griddle lights off fine. This one has to be in just the right spot to light off. So a lot of times I wind up just using the old Bic lighter to set it off, which is kind of sucks. Like, the igniter should work just fine, but for whatever reason it does not. Alright, things I don't like: the textured paint. I tried to wipe it down with a cloth and some wipes, and the fabric stuck to it like Velcro. Same thing on the outside. Any kind of dust or contaminants just stick to this thing like Velcro. Obviously it's not a super tough coating, but to be fair, like I said, it's being transported in an old Jeep YJ, and it was just kind of rubbing up against things, and that's what you get right there. On the back, you got these vents. This one right here was riding on my I was riding with this part on the bottom, and it would rub the finish off of the wood paneling it was sitting on and on the stove itself. Let's see. When I first got it, this burner was cockeyed. It was not straight. I had to unscrew it from the back right there and bend the bracket to make this sit flat. This great piece works just fine. You can't disassemble it, and there's space between here and the bottom, so any food stuff that falls in there is just stuck in there, I guess. There's no way to get this panel off because it's held on with some rivets in the back. There's no way to get that panel off, as far as I can tell, to clean in the space between the bottom and this interior piece. I don't care for the fact that you have to remove the griddle to store your regulator. It's not hard, but it's also kind of, it's not as easy as it should be for something that costs this much. It has a little spring-loaded hold down there that screws in and out with a thumb screw, and that's what holds it down. You just remove this, you can put that piece in there. Again, inside there's no way to clean between the bottom of the grill and this extra piece that they have in here that goes in between. Something I do like: the adjustable feet. Even though they don't need the little locks, the little orange locks, they really don't need that. It's kind of just an unneeded piece of equipment. It does help get it level, or at least level enough. The valves work okay, but what I would expect from Blackstone is basically infinitely adjustable gas pressure between full on and low. And what you really get is you get a high, a medium, and a low. And there's not much in between. You get a low setting, you get a medium setting, and you get the full on, you get the full burner setting. That, for the most part, works, but for something, again, this expensive compared to something like a Coleman, you would think that you would get better gas control, but you really don't. The little latches work good. They're rubberized, stretchy. They hold everything together well. You don't get a lot of rattling out of it when you're going down the trail. As far as I can tell, there's a ton of other stuff in that Jeep that rattles, so who really knows? Overall, I think it is a okay buy for the price. There's just some things that I would change if I was Blackstone. The biggest ones being storage of the regulator, better gas valves, and getting rid of this stupid textured coating. I mean, you can see here it's picked up dust, it's rubbed on itself. It should just be smooth and easy to wipe off, so I don't know why they went with like a bed liner or textured type coating. Post any questions you have in the comments and I'll answer as best I can. One other thing, the side burner on the high setting acts like it has air in the line. No matter how much I finagle with the connection or the bottle, that doesn't seem to help. But if you turn it down to medium or low, you get smooth flame. But if you turn it up to high, there's no wind right now, but it's acting like there's wind blowing across it. So I'm not sure if that's this connection right here, if maybe it's drawing air through here. Oh, look at that. I mean, again, that just seems like shoddy craftsmanship on Blackstone's part. Could have been better. But I guess if you're building something to sell at Walmart, like your QC just kind of goes down a bit.